What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's your girl Summer, your host with the most of Summer's Room. Let me know that you can hear me okay. Let me know that the people can hear me okay. The tea is coming soon, whether you're at home or on the move. But you gotta stay tuned to Summer's Room. She said, "Romy's a symbol." Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me in the comment section, drop some hearts. Drop some hearts if you can hear me. Hey, Steph. Oh, y'all can't hear me? I don't think y'all can hear me. Oh, y'all can hear me. Okay. I see those peach thumbs up. I see you. What's up, Steph? What's up, Thelma? Hey, Jamie. What's up, Miss Lawanda? What up, what up, what up, what up, Cupcake Breezy? Thank you so much for those who got their green badges on. If you see somebody whose name is lit up in green, that means they are a member of the Roomies, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, they are a member of the Roomies. So thank you so much for supporting me. These people have a monthly subscription to my pages, meaning that they support me monthly, but a small donation. So I appreciate you guys for supporting me. However, subscribing to my channels are absolutely free. But if you're looking for a way to support me, you can absolutely sign up for a membership today. Okay? Never a forced situation, but if you want to, I won't be mad at you at all. What up, Jamie Boo? What's popping? How is everybody doing? I feel like it's been did I go live yesterday? I set a goal for myself and I did horribly today. I have not met that goal yet. The day is not over though, so maybe I still will achieve it. Can y'all do me a favor, please? Can y'all go share me out? Hit that share button, please, and thank you. Hit that share button, please, and thank you. If you support the page and you enjoy these lives, hit the share button. Sharing is caring. It helps us to be pushed out. It helps. Hey, Miss Antoinette, how you doing, love? It helps to push out my page. It helps people know to let people know that I am live. I know that some people do not like sharing things to their personal page, which is understandable. You can share it to any public group that allows you to share. You can copy the link and send it to friends. Put it in inboxes. You can also drop your @followers or @highlights, and I think top fans inside the comment section if you are on Facebook. Also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Please and thank you. You can't remember what stuff. What did I ask? Because my memory is like very much childish. I don't remember a thing. And all of a sudden, I'm starving like Marvin. Y'all hungry? Because I'm hungry. I just got hungry out of the blue. If you went live, I don't think I went live yesterday. I think that was the day before that I went live. I think. I think that was the day before. Oh, I'm starving. I didn't take no pictures and I forgot to record, but I absolutely made that pineapple upside down pound cheesecake. Cheesecake pineapple upside down pound cake. I absolutely made it along with that baked macaroni and cheese. And I grated my cheese on that mandolin that I cut my finger on. Y'all remember Jennifer Lazario? Do y'all remember Jennifer Lazario? How many people in the comment section remember Jennifer Lazario? I've blocked a couple of her pages. Okay, Thelma, let me tell you a little bit about my page while you're here. I am a blogger, Thelma, and I cover various topics on the internet, influencers, content creators, sometimes celebrity news, a little bit of politics sometimes. If it's interesting to me, or it is getting a lot of attention, you will see me post a highlight regarding it a lot of times. Now, I do have morals as a blogger, though, so I won't cover everything. Some stuff I will say, I don't think I should help spread that. But I do cover a lot of different content creators. You will see some of Robert over here, some of Bree over here. You will see, I got a clip that I need to post of somebody named LaQuanda, Miss Kwani, Muffin, Chef Carmen, Tay, Chef Nikki. Who else? You'll see a little bit of Krishan. I cover, well, what is their names? I'm trying to think of some other people. Darius Cooks. So I cover a slew of people. On the internet, not limited to, and I'm also open to suggestions. And then I normally do a recap. I used to do them daily. I no longer do them daily. I'm trying to get back into the habit of going live. And then I give my perspective on it. Share my opinion in regards to it. I also open up my panel for those who I'm covering to come up to clear up anything that we might be confused on. What I don't do over here, though, is bash or drag people, not unless I'm responding to somebody who came for me. And even in that instance, I normally don't do too much. I might dress up a little bit and role play, do a little skittiana, talking about folks, but I don't do too much. I don't attribute my opinion as a fact on other people. Meaning, like, if I saw something and I'm like, oh, I think this. Did y'all see this? Did y'all get that? I won't say, no, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I don't do those types of things. So if you like a little bit of tea time, a little messy, then you may like my recaps. Like this right here is my ride along. People that know me know that this is around the time I'm getting ready to go get my daughter. And I take this time to show they want to ride with me. We could get low. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight and that you will stay tuned and check out what I have to say. Stay tuned for Summer's Room, period. Period, poo. Y'all go ahead and hit that share button for me, please, and thank you. Let me see how many shares I got. Because y'all used to share me out a lot. I'm not getting the shares that I used to, and sharing definitely helps, especially my page, because my reach is trash. Wait, I'm not streaming on Facebook? Am I streaming on Facebook? I am not. Wait a minute. Hold on. I know they probably like, what happened to you, girl? Okay, dang. I'm steady talking to Facebook and Facebook not on here. When did Lisa talk about? Oh, did Lisa talk bad about? Oh, Steph, yes, she did, and talk to her about it because I was like, oh, and the mother Jack. Maybe Summer gonna go over it. She really bad mouth May, and Lisa got up there and asked about everything May did for her. What happened? What y'all talking about in the comments? Her best friend Mike. Wait a minute. Oh, Miss Netta. I cover Miss Netta. Thank you so much. How could we forget good old Jennifer Lazario? Summer is the host with the most. I remember her. And I think y'all talking about Jennifer Lazario. Are y'all talking about Jennifer Lazario? Okay, Thelma. Thank you so much. Facebook. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I wasn't streaming. I'm like 10 minutes late to streaming to you, but we are here. If you tuning into Facebook, go ahead and hit that share button. Jennifer and Lisa were both on the TEC panel. Wait a minute. Lisa, no shade, y'all. Lisa, aka the one that people refer to as thick throat. No shade, Lisa, but this is how people know you. Don't come at me. See that thing at the end of the system? Oh, I asked a question. Sharon, Lisa didn't talk about Summer. Where on are you getting that from? Hey, Jacqueline Bull. I didn't say she did. I'm asking Tracy. And I asked if Lisa, I don't know what y'all talking about in the comments. Y'all got people confused. It's the Lisa that's close to May. What Lisa is close to May? I don't even know who that is. Yes, I'm on YouTube, Audrey. She said I'm dead. Anywho, I asked a question about Jennifer Lazario because I referenced my thumb just now before I got into all the other stuff, okay? We're going to refocus because I'm lost about what people talk about in the comments right now. If somebody wants to come up and explain in a little bit, they are more than welcome to do so. But, so I cut my finger on my mandolin when I was making that viral cucumber salad. And I heard that Jennifer Lazario said that it was karma for me. I cut my finger on that mandolin because it was karma for me for supporting a certain someone. I said, wow, Jennifer Lazario. I'm not wild at it for real, because this is her, this is who she has always been. She has always been a flip flopper and a teaching seeker. And I know she did that interview with the TEC. Um, and congratulations to her. But what I won't be surprised is, because it's her um character and it's her history, it's her track record, is after she go on her tour of talking trash about the individual who she be so far up they booty hole, that she will be right back over there, kind of just like what's her name, Karen Jacobs. But I'm happy she did, kudos for her for doing the interview. She feels like the TEC is her home now. I seen where she said, you know, she'd been over there for 3 days and it was the most support she's ever gotten from anyone. I said, this lady is so full of crap, is a shame. But Jennifer Lazario, I know you listening most likely, because even though I've blocked 50 of your pages, you always have another page somewhere to come lurk, no matter how bad I keep trying to keep you away. She is a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Absolutely, it's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But anyway, yeah, Jennifer Lazario is one of the people that I used to warn May about and let her know that she's not her friend. Just like I used to warn her about Karen and tell her that Karen is not her friend. She's not a real supporter. They one of them people that like lurk and pretend like they support you, and then flip flop, like for no apparent reason. They will just, like, if you don't give them enough attention, you don't answer fast enough, or if the crowd is going in the other direction, even if they don't agree with them, they're gonna hop on that bandwagon and do what they do. But then she will be back over there to support that individual, because it's all about, it's a mental thing. Something is wrong up here. Like, is something wrong up here? Jennifer and Karen are the same people. But anyway, yeah, I heard what she said and I seen what she said. Absolutely. But anyway, today we are covering Dimples and Pretty Nikki. We are covering Dimples and Pretty Nikki. If you guys have been following the story, a lot has developed in the last couple of days. There's a mosquito in here, and we're going to talk about it, because Pretty Nikki, I don't understand, baby doll. I don't understand what is going on. If you are over on Facebook, why is it not charging? If you're over on Facebook, you want to make your way over to I don't know why this is not charging. I'm sorry, y'all. Why is this not charging? You want to make your way over to YouTube, but before you go, can you please hit that share button? Sharing is Karen. Let me go see how many shares I got. I completely changes my view after I always said, and I wouldn't believe him. Kelsey, that's what's up. I get it. I spoke about that the other day. If anybody missed my perspective on the book and how I felt, make sure y'all go catch the replay. Go catch the replay. Hold tight. Now, that just reminded me that I need to add something. Not that anybody has done it, but it just reminded me that I need to add something to my little live stream rules. Sharon, you lost? Why you lost, love? What happened? We ain't getting into nothing yet. Why you lost, love? What had happened? I have nothing against anyone. It was sus that Jennifer wanted to go on their panel after she texted May the night before. It wasn't suspect. For those who don't know Jennifer on a more private level or personal level, I will say private level. For those who don't know Jennifer on a more private level, you guys, I could see how you would be confused, because a lot of people look at her like a true May supporter, but she has never been a true May supporter. She has spent money, sent gifts and things like that, but she has never been a true supporter. Hey, Miss Alyssa, how you doing, love? She's never been. She is one of those people that kind of like the attention of the individual. I don't know what term, what type of like medical term they have for that, but it's like psychotic. It's like psychotic. So you wouldn't come over to the dark side, huh? I remember y'all used to go hard. Kudos to you. No, I'm not coming over to the dark side. I never come over to the dark side. That's not the way I like to live my life. Absolutely won't. But if you would like my perspective on how I feel about the situation, go check out my replay for my last live. Please don't tell nobody in the comment section about what my perspective is. Go let them catch the replay. No, Teresa, we haven't even gotten started yet. We haven't even gotten started yet. So I do ask 3 things now. There's only 2 up there. I got to edit this. I ask that while we are enjoying this live stream, do me a favor. Please don't announce that another content creator is live. When you do that, it pulls people away from the current live, and that's just rude. A lot of people I know don't intend to be rude. Some people think they are doing us a favor by letting us know that someone else is live, but it does a disservice to the current live that people are watching, because if it's a hot topic or something going on, it will pull the people from the current stream to go to that stream. So if you see someone is live and you like, oh, I want to go over there, just go over there. I ask that you please do not announce it in the comments. Another thing, over here, you are entitled to speak your mind. You can have your view. I don't try to control how you see things or how you view things, but just don't do too much. Let's keep it respectful, like to an extent. Certain words I don't go for, so try to refrain from using certain things in the comments, like the P word, the M word. Don't do too much with the B words. We are respectful. We're respectful over here to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, Jamie can read it, love. If that comment was for, that comment was for Jamie. Oh, got you. I thought you was talking to me. I didn't see an ad for Jamie. I got you. Okay. So Facebook, come on over to YouTube. Don't be afraid to come on over, because we're definitely going to be dropping Facebook off pretty soon, because Facebook is just not a safe place for us. And we're going to be covering the Dimples and Nikki thing, because I think it's interesting. And this is all going to be my perspective, my opinion. We're just speculating. Probably going to make a couple of assumptions, but it's just like theoretically. Nothing that I say is like factual. Nothing that I say is me trying to say this is what they did. It's just my perspective. It's just my perspective on the things that I've seen, as well as just trying to put 2 and 2 together. But 2 and 2 don't always get us into it. Okay, if you on Facebook, come on over to we got about 20 people over on Facebook. Come on over to YouTube, you guys. Come on over to YouTube. Most people don't mean to be rude, not unless it's like a hater. The haters be trying to pull people from your live to like the people that they support. But for the most people be thinking they be helping. They be thinking they be helping, like assisting. So, oh, she got on them shoes, boo-boo. Yeah, she got on them shoes. Oh my God, I'm a little bit distracted. Let me tell y'all, we went to the circus yesterday. I'll probably tell y'all that at the end of the live, because when I tell you it was trash, it was trash. I had a good time, but it was trash. You got 10? Can we get to 100? I just need like 2. If you, something else I need to announce. If you are on YouTube, right? Because I see my number keep dropping real quick and then coming back up. If you are on YouTube and you have not hit the subscribers bell, YouTube is going to kick you out of the live and you won't be able to interact. Okay? So if you want to be uninterrupted enjoying the live stream, hit the subscribers button. It is free $99. This is a subscribers only live. So if you don't hit the subscribe button, YouTube is going to boot you from the live. So hit the subscribers bell. Don't be afraid. I can't see that you're following me. YouTube doesn't tell me who hit the subscribers bell. Not that I have found. So, nobody will know if you are a person that don't support me is supporting me. Just hit the follow. Just hit the subscribers bell. so you won't get booted out and you can hear what I got to say. She said these ads is adding me, as they should be. I can't get my Wi-Fi box to turn on. Is it dead? Okay. We are going to drop Facebook off. Hold on. Let me tell Facebook that we're dropping them off, and let me get the link real quick. Okay, let me see. Can somebody do me a favor and go over to Facebook? Let me see if it let me do it here. I think it'll let me do it. Come over to Facebook, you guys. I am going to be ending the Facebook stream. I'm going to be ending the Facebook stream. I just put the link in the comments for Facebook. Yes, RIP to Tito. Thank you, Steph. RIP to Tito. We had another legend pass, you guys. Tito, he's the drummer, I think. He was a part of the original Jackson 5, has passed away. I believe he was 70 years old, 77 years old. Let's go. Let's get it.
Dice. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea. If you're at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Summer's room. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea. If you're at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Summer's room.
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
And we are back. The tea is coming soon, whether you're at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned to Summer's room. All right, y'all, let me see. Oh, they is upset. Hey, guys. Somebody just blew their horn at me. Sorry for screaming in y'all ear. I feel like I was just super loud just now. That's because this guy blew his horn at me just now. You guys? I need to figure out how to fix my thing with you to hold my phone so it can be straight. Hey! So today we're going to be talking about Dimples and Nikki. Little backstory. Dimples is Ivan's ex unofficial girlfriend. Per the way he put it, she ended up his girlfriend by default because of an announcement at a family reunion, and he just let it be ran with, okay? Pretty Nikki used to be a huge supporter of Ivan, but when Dimples and Ivan split, Dimples took Nikki with her. She went to Nikki's side, okay? Thank you. She went to Nikki's side after they split, okay? So in the midst of this breakup and back and forth, y'all know it was the accusations of STDs or STIs being transmitted, allegedly between Ivan and Dimples. She went live, dropped some receipts, and things like that. We thought that part had kind of died down, but it ended up coming back up when a new player entered the game. What is her name? Dev, aka Cherry. She entered the game and was accusing Ivan of giving her something, but didn't give her something. It was a very crazy situation that seemed insane. We covered that a couple of days ago. She got on live saying that she caught an allergic reaction, but he needed to go be tested. And then she got on Feminine Affairs panel and tried to clear it up, saying when she was saying he needed to go get tested, she was referring to other people, claiming that he had given her something, which still didn't make any sense because you on live mad for other people You on live bad for, mad for other people trying to say he need to go get tested, insinuating he had something when you went and got tested and your panel was negative for everything, right? So you don't know what happened, regardless of what somebody showed you, right? Because you just don't know what happened in between time. You don't know what happened in people's beds. So that kind of threw everybody for a loop with her getting on the stage and saying she contracted a allergic reaction and he needed to be tested. And then she spoke about his gingivitis and the abscess and all kinds of weird stuff. So after that panel happened, Ivan's unedited version of his book ended up being shared. It ended up being dropped in the lives that people did. I think in the live of, was it Chalet's panel? I think it was Chalet panel, where Feminine and Fierce was asking for the book. I think I could be wrong. Hold on, because my phone keeps falling. Hold on, y'all. It could. I don't know. I think it was Feminine and Fierce live. It was so many panels that was happening. It was either Feminine and Fierce live where people were in the comments asking for the book, or Chalet's live. Either way, Pretty Nikki was in the comment section, telling people, and I had a screenshot from a couple of days ago, telling people she had the book for $50. She said, I got the book for $50. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want it, inbox me. Oh, hey, Paul Head Niche, what up, girl? She had the book for $50. Now, Feminine and Fierce is like, I got $10 for you. Like, I ain't giving you no $50 for it, but I got $10 for you. And she was like, send it, okay? So Kay ended up with the book, reading the book, in its entirety on his live stream. Chalet read some of the book on her live stream. Yaya read some of the book on her live stream. Feminine Fierce did a live where she read the entire book, from my understanding, on her live stream. It was people reading that book everywhere, okay? And Ivan kept threatening, saying, well, not threatening, Ivan said he was going to sue, like his book is copyrighted written. He didn't give nobody the authority to read it, right? He didn't tell nobody to send it out, no nothing. And all of this was streamlined from what Ivan is saying, from May revealing that she had the book on live. He felt like, since she went public about her having the book, that gave him the go-ahead to put the book back out and sell copies of it. Whatever. Connie's live. What up, Nikki's dysfunctional family was popping. So anyway, let's get into it. So that's kind of some history of what was going on if you guys missed all of that drama, okay? Just to kind of give y'all some insight. Now, let's rewind back into the past, okay? When Dimples and Ivan had split up, I forget how she ended up in trouble, but Dimples ended up in some trouble where she had to go to court. I know CPS was being called. She got in trouble for some CPN thing. The apartment she was staying in, she claimed her realtor used somebody else's social security number or something like that, and it was found out, and people got in trouble for it. She ended up having to relocate, move out of the apartment, and find something new. Now, her newfound friend, Pretty Nikki, who used to be a huge supporter of Ivan, that flipped on Ivan, I used to be like, dang, what happened? Because she used to be in the comments going hard for Ivan. And then she was Team Dimples, right? So she went from, she became a supporter of Dimples, and Dimples needed a place to stay. And we all thought she went and found her own spot on her own accord, like with her own information, doing it the right way this time. Well, honey child, what have you know? With all this mess happening, and Ivan put out a reel showing that his book is actually registered and it's copyrighted, and he wasn't lied, because it was some people saying, like Connie was one of them, saying that she had her lawyer look into it. The book is not copyrighted, and things like that. So Ivan popped out and was like, I don't know what y'all talking about, but my book is copyrighted. So, and he said he's thinking about, where's some lawyers at, because he's thinking about suing, right? All that happening, and him, showing like I really might pop out and sue some people. It came out that Pretty Nikki used her information to get Dimples a place to stay. However, Pretty Nikki lives in a whole different state. She lives in California. Dimples is in Texas. So I'm like, oh, maybe she flew out here to do what she do, whatever. Now I thought it was crazy to put your John Hancock social security number on the line for somebody who you don't know. That was a bit. Am I still here? Can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Is my audio okay, you guys? My picture keep jumping in and out. It might just be the picture, but I want to make sure. Okay, I'm good. Okay, cool. So, come to find out, Pretty Nikki put the place in her name, and in order to do this, they had Dimple suggested that they use her daughter. I think her daughter is like 15 or 16 or something like that. She used her daughter. She dressed her up, put a little bit of eyelashes, a little bit of lip gloss on her or whatever. And whoever they rented from agreed to allow Pretty Nikki's sister to come in to turn in the rest of the paperwork and get the keys and, pay the deposit. So Dimples couldn't walk in herself because she said she didn't want people to see her. She didn't want people to see her. She didn't want people to see her vehicle. And she also needed like Pretty Nikki's insurance and her license plate so that they could get a key and stuff for the gate. They can get a key and stuff for the gate because I guess Dimples living in a gated community, baby. She said, I'm gonna pop out, or whatever. So Pretty Nikki actually goes through all this stuff and puts an apartment in her name for. She puts an apartment in her name for Dimples. But now, what we didn't know, and I don't know if some people caught on to it because I did hear somebody else cover this part. Pretty Nikki is on some type of housing. She's on some type of housing in California, whether it is low income, like or a Section 8 voucher or whatever. And for people who may not be familiar, when you are on housing, you have to recertify once a year. You have to recertify once a year. And when they recertify you, they go through some of your personal information. Let me see if I screenshotted it to kind of give y'all some background real quick. So when you go through a recertification process, someone who goes through a recertification process in California, they conduct this annually. The Department of Housing and Urban Development requires us to review the income, assets, and family composition of each family we assist once a year. You are required to provide all the information we need to recertify your family annually, okay? So when they did her recertification to review what she had going on, it popped up that she is written in another state. Now, in my head, I'm like, if you're receiving some type of assistance, why on earth would you put a place to claim that you are paying full rent at? Why would you do that? Why would you risk your roof over your head? And I think she has children. Most people who do get some type of assistance have children. You can get it if you don't have children, but normally there's a couple of things like involved in that, and it's a little bit harder. But who in their right mind is going to risk their voucher? Okay. So it pops up in her recertification like, oh, you renting from somewhere else. So she tell Dimples, we got to get on this because I'm going to need you to get your stuff together so I can get this spot up out my name because you're going to mess up what I got going on in California. So in the midst of that, Dimples decide that she wants to re-enter the arena of the drama after Deb got in her inbox and, pretty much was claiming she was going through whatever she was going through with Ivan, right? She felt like, according to her text messages, like she was reliving everything she had went through in March or whatever like that. So Dimples decided to pop out and say something and step back into the drama arena because She had been saying she didn't want to be a part of the drama. She was finding God. She was going to church and this, that, the third. But she was like, I just feel like I relived everything. You know what I'm saying? So her and Deb link up, because they have something to trauma bond on. This is both a man who they love. It seemed like who they want to be with. I'm sorry, from where I sit, and I could be wrong, this is just my perspective. They wanted Ivan's attention and they wanted him to move how they wanted him to move, and he ain't move how they wanted he didn't move how they wanted him to move, and so now they are scorned. So when I put out that thing and I titled it "A Scorned Woman," it went over some people's heads. Because some people was like, no, a scorned man. No, what I was saying is the purpose of the book being released was because of a scorned woman. The book ended up coming out and circulating because a woman was hurt by the actions of Ivan. So for that flew over people's head, that was trying to make it seem like I was trying to brush over or graze over Ivan's part in it or May's part in it. No, weirdos. It was just my choice of title in the caption because it was catchy to me. So Pretty Nikki didn't like that Dimples was popping out and getting back in the drama. So she already pissed because her housing voucher is on the line, right? She pissed because her voucher is on the line. And now you're popping out, you back into the drama, and I don't want you in the drama. I need you to be focused on what you need to be focused on. What up, Jack Fack? Hey, friend. I need you to be focused on what I need you to be focused on so you can get this stuff together. So now that from where I sat, now that Ivan is, first I thought now that Ivan has actually proven that his book is copyrighted, I feel like she threw Dimples under the bus, okay? I feel like she threw Dimples under the bus. But then when I found out that tidbit about her housing being on the line, I'm like, maybe she just was frustrated. Hey, Melissa, maybe she just was frustrated because my housing voucher is on the line and you want to be back in this mix. I need you to refocus so we can get this apartment or this house or whatever out of my name. And now I got Ivan over here talking about he going to sue. So I need to get from up under this. However, this is why you don't commit crimes with other people, right? Because something that I have learned, I'm not trying to go to jail. I ain't built for that at all, okay? And in this scenario, it seemed like it was two people that was rocking and vibing, was supposed to be standing 10 toes down for each other. And now you throwing Dimples under the bus because you don't want to go to jail. You don't want to get sued. So now let me go ahead and throw Dimples under here. When you was the one in that comment section telling people you got the book, and if they send you a couple dollars, you will slide it to them. Dimples didn't write that in that comment section. You did. And if you didn't send people the book, if you really didn't send people the book, to me, it was no need for you to even pop out and throw her under the bus about anything. Because if anyone was to be sued or anything, it would come out that it wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel about that. And I'm just trying to understand. I'm really lost at her putting this apartment in her name for Dimples. Because why would you do that? First of all, why would you do that? Period. She got all your information now. From where I sit and understand, Dimples could legit call the IRS and put a flag or whatever they call that, like a PIN number on her social security number, and lock her out of her own social security number. Like the information that she has, because my understanding, she has a picture of like her ID and everything. She could submit this stuff to the IRS and get a PIN number on her social security card, her social security number. Like, how do you put yourself in a position with someone who has a background and is known for scamming? She has a background of scamming. The girl was put out of her last place because of a CPN. And you put yourself inside of a position to be scammed yourself? I don't understand that, like, at all. Like, I'm really trying to wrap my head around that. Like, yeah, I know her history. I'm saying her background been dropped. She's known for committing a little fraud, little skinny scam. Yeah, I'm saying still, she known for this, but she ain't gonna do that to me. She ain't gonna do that to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her all of my information. She got all of her information. She could go and apply for another apartment tomorrow with all her information. She could apply for credit cards, lines of credit. She could go do all kinds of things because she have everything that she needs to be Pretty Nikki. She legit has everything she needs to be Pretty Nikki. And now you want to throw her under the. And then I'm like, y'all come online. I'm not buying no ice cream. Sorry, y'all. Then y'all come. Then the other gag is, I'm like, y'all go live and tell people that y'all committed fraud. You committed rental fraud and everything, and y'all go live. Y'all go live and admit this. Hey, she double 911. Y'all go live and admit that you have committed fraud together. Y'all go live and admit that you have conspired together to commit crimes, because it's not just on Dimples, it's on you. Especially if she has text messages to show you was with it. It's not like she legit stole your identity and just went and did this herself. This was something y'all planned together. This was something y'all planned together, right? And I don't know how California worked, but I saw somewhere that somebody was saying something about she got a lawyer and Dimples was going to have to get out. I also read something somewhere where Dimples said her PO not worried about it because her PO already knew that the place that she's staying in is in Pretty Nikki's name. Now, if California is anything like PA, even, first of all, she has to go to the leasing office, contact them, let them know, yeah, I put this apartment in my name, but I need it out of my name. Now, it don't usually go like that. You have a year lease normally. I hope it's just a year and not two, right? You have a year lease, and most companies are not allowing you to come out of that lease unless you could. Sometimes they will if you have someone to replace it. Like if you have someone that could go in and complete your lease so they don't lose out on any money, they will. But a lot of people will say, no, you got to figure it out because now I'm losing out on money. And then if you're saying you want to remove Dimples from the location, she has been there for months. She's receiving mail and everything. So in PA, regardless if they are on the lease or not, the leasing office, first of all, now you broke the terms of your lease if it says that you're not allowed to have other people living there that's not on your lease. So that's a violation of that lease, which could in turn into you getting evicted, which will go on her credit, which is now going to go on your credit, girl. It's going to go on your credit as an eviction. What are you thinking, right? So you got to go through that process. But in order to get Dimples out of the apartment in PA, if they were in PA, Pretty Nikki would have to take Dimples to court because she now has rights after being inside your dwelling for a certain amount of time and receiving mail there. She's now considered a resident, a legal resident. You would have to go to court to have her evicted from the residence. Now, I don't know how California work. I mean, how Texas work. But if Texas is, so they forged signatures. I think Dimple signed it. Or Nikki could have filled out the application online if it was like a thing online. She could have filled it out online and did all that stuff herself. She could have filled the application out herself if they had an online application. That part I don't know. So that is definitely a possibility that Nikki signed all that. Oh, and then if your John Hancock is actually on the paper, like it's proof, this is like, it don't, what? In Texas, they don't give an F. It could be in Jesus' name, she said. So if like I said, if Texas is anything like PA, I can't begin to believe that they're going to give Dimples till Monday to move out, because not unless their housing is just different. Now, I spoke to someone else who said in the state where they live at, that is different from PA. Like they don't have to go to court and stuff like that for evictions. They could just tell people to get out. It's not like that in PA at all. And I just don't understand. I can't wrap my head around. I'm all for like helping people out and stuff like that. I love if I have the ability to help someone out, and do something positive and, prevent them from being in some type of hardship. I'm game for all that. But not putting myself in a position where I could put myself in and end up in a shelter. Sorry, y'all, if y'all hear the wind. I had to walk up to go get my daughter. I'm hoping I can finish this because I don't like covering this stuff with her in the car. So I'm like, and everybody keeps saying all this started over because she didn't like in the messages she said I didn't like that she got back into the drama and she was hitting my phone at 2:00 in the morning. Well, per Nikki, she said it was like 5 something in the morning, but y'all got to remember they have a time difference, right? So she thinking it's 2, but when Nikki and it's 5, I guess. How you doing? Good. How are you? Okay, I'm on Lively. Let me finish this up real quick. Did you want to go? You too. You want to go and see if anybody at the park? All right. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Nikki did everything online. Her sister, Dimple's daughter, signed for the keys. Ooh, child. And they can't just evict her. She will. That's what I just said, Butters. What's up, Butters? I heard you was going through some type of surgery. I hope that goes well for you. And that you feel better. I feel like I read that somewhere in the midst of somebody's live somewhere. If that wasn't you, disregard. But I feel like I read that somewhere. Summer. Oh, wait a minute, Tracy. Yes, they got squatters' rights and everything. In PA. So I don't know if California is the same way. But baby, it's not as simple as 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Where was I at? I done lost my train of thought because I was talking to my daughter, y'all. But it was something else that I wanted to mention that I'm forgetting. I meant to write it down. Well, I did write it down, but I didn't bring my book with me for this whole situation with Dimples and Nikki. But let me ask y'all: would y'all have signed up for? Would y'all have helped a friend out like to that degree? If a friend, if a friend, if, no, because this what they call themselves friends, and I don't think there's no time stamp on like how long you have to know someone before you can consider them a friend. But there are also levels of friendship, right? If I meet somebody tomorrow, I'm not finna go. I'm not finna be ready to give up my life tomorrow for them. Like that's just not how it's going to go. So if you met someone online that you had never met, what would make you consider putting your roof that you have over your head, your children's head, like in jeopardy? Like, I'm like, Dimples must got what? I'm thinking like, what is going on? Like, not to put this out there, but that do stuff like head over heels. They got some type of entanglement going on. Not saying that what was going on with Dimples and them, but normally it's like some type of entangle, some type of exchange has happened, and I'm just like. Dimples must got the gift of gab, baby. Her talk game must be like on 1,000. I might need to see if she could teach me a thing or two because where you finding people that's that gullible that will go to that extent for you? You know what I'm saying? Testing on social media, like on live or something like that. On panels and comments backing you up. But to put your roof over your head and your kids' head in jeopardy, like Alayla, didn't I say I'm on live? To do that, like, would y'all do that? Would y'all do that? I'm sorry, I can't read the comments right now. I feel like I get even more distracted, like when my daughter is in the car. I guess because my attention now was split instead of between the road, making sure I'm driving safe, and my phone is now split between the road, my phone, and my daughter. And of course, she takes precedence. So I'm going to be parking soon and I'll be able to read y'all comments. But, like, would y'all do something like that? Would y'all do something like that? I'm not considering ish. What up, Leanne? Long time no see. She said, hell no, sharing fake pages to trolls. Wait a minute. YouTube tripping. I know I set my notification. Maybe. I think I put it in our group chat too, though. A friend, no. A friend, yes. An internet stranger, no. So if Dimples has at least one cell left, she needs to move out or go back to the clinker. And so I was concerned about Dimples going back to getting in trouble with her PO. But when she said her PO was not worried about it because she's already aware of like it being in her name, I'm like, all right, cool. But at the same time, that still is fraud. Like your PO might know that the apartment is in your name, but does he understand the extent like that y'all went through to put the apartment in Pretty Nikki's name? Because that's fraud. Like you had your daughter. Like, what if the apartment complex decided to press charges? Because y'all went in there with your underage daughter, had her sign the paperwork that needs to be signed in person, and pick up the keys, alleging that she was a, 22-year-old adult? Isn't that's fraud? Isn't that fraud? Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, isn't that fraud? From my understanding, that would be fraud. That would be you deceived me. What up, beautiful disaster? You think the PO story is a lie? A friend, yes, but you can't trust everyone. I'm not even putting an apartment in my name in a friend for a friend. I'm not signing up for an apartment. I'm not putting a mortgage. I'm not signing as a co-signer on a car. I'm not signing up for anything where my credit is going to be on the line, where you could mess my stuff up, or me be responsible financially for something if you fall short. I'm not putting my name on the line for none of them type of things. Sorry. You know, friendships end over that. Friendships get ruined because of stuff like that. So I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm sorry. You know, I might say you could come stay with me. You could come stay with me depending on the space that I have. You come sleep on the couch or whatever for a bit. You know, we can help find a shelter for you. We can help find lodging for you that you could tend to on your own in your own day. But I can't do it. I'm not putting nothing in my name. It's not going to happen. Sorry. Absolutely not. Because if you can't put something in your name, that's a red flag. You can't put something in your name because you've messed up. Whatever you've done to destroy your name and your credit, your social security number, you're not finna mess mine up. Yeah, we cool and I love you. I don't want to see you on the streets. I don't want to see you on the streets and nothing like that, but you absolutely are not going to have a residence under my name. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. I can't do it. I can't do it. But where are these friends at that would do something like that? Because I never find people like that. Like, I never find nothing like that. Like, where are these gullible people at? It's not in my nature to do somebody like that too. I can't use people like that. Just has never been my thing. Like to use people, get something out of them. You know, get all. I just can't. But still, where they at? Absolutely not, Audrey. But I hope you figure that out. I would love for you to have a BMW. You probably would look beautiful in a BMW. But I can't help you with that, beloved. I can't help you with that, beloved. I can't help. Like you get in housing in California and you sign up for a place in Texas. I just think, did you think like, oh, it's in Texas? Did Dimples not know that you were on housing? And if she did know, was this not something that y'all like looked up to find out? Like, because that's the first thing I would have did. Even if I was the type of person that would consider, okay, I put a place in my name, but I'm on housing, so I need to see how that's going to affect me. As long as it's not going to affect me and mine, we good to go. So that's something that I would have looked into because I have to make sure that I'm secure. I can't be helping you get secure. What I'm gonna do? Move out there and move in with you? I'm gonna move out there and move in with you? Like what? Nah. Like it just the people on this blue app just surprises me time and time and time and time again. When I think it can't get no worse or no crazier, it gets worse. It gets crazier. And for the life of me, I don't be understanding what be going on. I'm about to park, y'all, so I'm gonna read some of y'all comments. That look like one of your. Is that your friend? Right there in that shirt with Lilo and Stitch. With Lilo and Stitch. Um, let me see. Why post a nasty comment and delete if you're going to be rude? Stand 10 toes on it. Oops, I don't even know what you're talking about, Joe. When somebody puts something in the comment section that y'all feel like is rude, if somebody puts something in the comment section that y'all feel is rude or nasty, avoid responding to it or reacting to it. Because what y'all do is y'all just allow it to be highlighted. Because whoever they're talking to, if they missed it, now y'all gonna give it the opportunity to have life. So if somebody puts something in the comment section that y'all don't agree with or y'all don't like, just graze over it. Don't even read it out loud. Don't respond to it. Don't give it no attention because that's what they want, attention. You know what I'm saying? So just don't give it no attention. I would prefer y'all ignore stuff like that. Now you want to tusk in the comments, that's your own choice. But a lot of times I'm going to stop it. I'll end up either deleting a thread or something like that because it's not no point. You know, people going to have their view. They're going to have their perspective and they are entitled to have that. They entitled to have that. I can't even get her to mail me a cake. That child is a minor and not able to enter into a contract. Illegal all day. Yeah, I definitely know that's illegal. You got to be a user to find people who like to be used. Dang, Krista, I don't want to be that. Call, but my guess is it wasn't about the illegal release of the book or the fraudulent apartment. It was about internet breakup. That's crazy. Um, Mr. Ladarius Barksdale, I hate that you came in my comment section being a liar, okay? Because I've never blocked you. You blocked me, and then you unblocked me so I can see you. I wish you make up your mind. You want me to see your comments or you don't want me to see your comments? I don't owe you anything. Go catch my replay from my previous live. Go check that out and then come back and come let me know what your thoughts are. And when are you going to give the apology that you said you was going to apologize for on a public platform for when you were proven to be wrong? You going to get that apology? Are you going to give that apology? And another thing, what I'm trying to understand, why do you want my attention so bad? 2K? You want Summer's Room attention so bad. You be in comments, you be on your live stream calling out my name left and right. Like, what is it? What is the obsession about, 2K? What is it that you would like? What are you hurt about? Huh? What is it? But thank you for stopping by visiting a live stream. I appreciate the support. Let me see. How do you walk up to someone and just ask that? I could never. And it's against the law to do that unless you're co-signing. Yep. Section 8 don't play in California. Now, I would never like to see anybody lose their housing over like something like this because most people who have some type of housing need it. Or want to keep it at least because it could be a drastic change, like going from one type of rent to another type of rent, like especially when you're not prepared for it. So I would never want to see her lose her housing. So I hope she could figure it out and not get in trouble and lose her placement or whatever it's called. I really would hate to see that for her. So I do hope she could figure it out, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as she thinks, especially since it's proof that you willingly did this. Like, it's proof that you willingly went into this situation, you know, and that it wasn't a case where, like, Dimple stole your information. And then it was a comment read that Feminine and Fierce read out loud where she says she apologized for going into, logging into Dimple's phone and getting the information and sending the videos and pictures to I think to 2K actually. And her explanation for that, when Feminine and Fierce asked her, she was like, "Oh no, I just sent her." That's what I wanted to talk about. She go, "Oh no, I just sent her. I just she go, "Oh no, when I talked to her, I sent her that message as proof because she was afraid that when they came out that Ivan was going to go to her PO and she was going to get in trouble for porn revenge. So I sent the message so that she would have proof like it wasn't her, but it really was her that did it. It wasn't me." Did y'all understand what I just said? It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Let me say that again, real quick, and y'all tell me what y'all think it is. Dimple said in a message, she was talking about the pictures and stuff that got sent out of Ivan's booty area or whatever in videos. And Dimples was afraid that she was going to get in trouble for revenge porn through her PO, that he would report her to the PO. So Pretty Nikki sent a text message just so she could have proof that it wasn't her that sent it out, that she could blame it on Pretty Nikki instead of herself. But Pretty Nikki is saying no, but that's a lie. Like, that didn't happen. I'm not the one that sent it. I didn't go through her phone. It was just something I sent so she could have proof to show her PO in case Ivan did call, so she wouldn't get in trouble. She said, rewind. Why on earth would you incriminate yourself? Why on earth would you agree to make a statement via text message taking the blame for revenge porn? Because if he decided to go to the police and file a report or press charges, there is now evidence out in the world that you are claiming it was you that sent it out. Yes, booty hole. I said it. There is now proof that you claimed that you're the one that hacked her phone. You hacked her phone. You sent it out. What are these people on? It has to be like some type of drugs or something. Like, I'm not understanding why on earth would you do something like that. And do y'all believe that it was a lie? Do y'all believe that she sent that message to help Dimple stay out of trouble? Do y'all believe that? Because I don't know. That seemed people. I don't understand. It got to be like a delay or something. It gotta be like a delay that you would put yourself in a position, because that also could put you in a position to lose your housing. You can't be a criminal. You can't have charges and stuff while you're receiving benefits from the state. You can't get in trouble. You lose your voucher. Why would you continuously put yourself in harm's way to? Now this is what you put out. Like, this is the text message that you shared with Feminine Affairs. So this is not third party information. This is not assumptions. This is not presumptions. This is not something we seen on live and we try and put it together. No, this was directly from you. I don't like, maybe she was unaware that this will be putting her life on the line. But how could she not be aware? How how old, does anybody know how old Nikki is? Because Nikki would be in my comment section going hard. In my comment section. She used to be in my comment section going hard for Ivan at my neck. She'd be at my neck. So the way that she be in these comment sections going off, I would think she had enough common sense to know, wait a minute, this is putting my stuff on the line. 20 something? No. Is she 20 something? Is she? So, wait a minute. Mid 30s? Why is my thing like that? Just possibly she thought she would be internet famous. By who though, Joe? By who? I don't know what makes people do things like that, but Lord, I feel blessed to have really good brain cells. Thank you. Yes, please. It's the athlete's crack, man. Get into her blood. Get into their blood. I'm done. Nikki was on some rah rah Dimples team stuff. Wait, what income was used to get the place? That's what will get her Section 8 snatch. Hopefully they didn't use fake pay stubs. Now, that's a good question, Krista Hicks. What income was used? Now, it could have been her income that she used from her Section 8 in California, because just because you have Section 8 don't mean she don't have a job that's paying her some coins. Because on Section 8 you can make money, but what will happen is the amount that you pay a month will go up until you cap out at the max amount. Because you can have a job on Section 8 and you could keep your voucher. It's just that the more you make, the more that you will pay. So she could have used her income from like her real income from California. She could have used that, depending on what she make, what the apartment would cost per month. Um, Butters, I think I saw you respond, but I missed it. I've rented to friends with credit and it worked out, but I'm not putting my social on anything. Right now, renting a place, I don't even know. Now, I might rent a place to somebody, to a friend that got messed up credit, as long as they could put it in their name. Then again, I don't even know if I would do that, Butters. Well, I've let somebody move in with me before, but I don't know if I would put them in a place. Like if I had a rental unit, I don't know if I would rent to them. Maybe, I don't know, because I could see that ending up bad. I don't know. Or use their ID. Don't you usually need an ID to pick up keys and finalize? Yeah, but she was able. They were okay with releasing it to Dimple's sister. So now my thing is, what name did they give to the rental office? And did she not have to provide ID to pick it up? That's a good question, Melissa. That's a good question. She said her credit score is 725. Because Dimple's a scammer. She been doing this. The last house she was in wasn't in her name either. I know. I must have unicorn friends because I really do have a solid set of lifetime type of friends I call family. That is beautiful. Um, I don't know. Or the landlord allows it, which I find hard to believe they would do. Summer, I did 5 times and it was to you. I glazed enough. I don't even know what you talk about right there, Joe. Um, um, Sometimes people need to be told to be quiet though, Summer. That's true. The lady put Dimple's place in her name is in trouble. Not yet. Not yet. She's not in trouble yet, but I can't see her not ending up in trouble. But I guess we're gonna see. Maybe they will fill us in on how everything goes. But I don't know. I know Dimple said she had put up this long post saying that she's not gonna fight for it no more. She's not gonna try to prove a point because people gonna believe what they want to believe. And I've been saying that for ages. Like, it don't matter what you come on here and say, what you come on here and do. Once people have their mind made up, I told you I have seen people say they don't even care about God, like, and what's inside the books that they claim they believe. So God could come down himself and say, no, this is not the case. And people still gonna believe what they want to believe. The truth don't matter. What matters to most people is what they have chosen to believe. They said she old enough to know better. She was trolling Mookie hard too. Girl, more than 4 followers are a lot for some. Dimples has 10K. That's a good as a million for some. That ain't nothing though. You pay 30% of your income here. Nikki seems like she's just trying to build a following. I don't think she's worried about a fraud. You think so? Because I didn't know that Nikki had like a page where she was growing a following. Trust, cost of living is way higher here than in Texas. I definitely believe that, Krista. I think that Nikki page is actually Dimples and she's building up another page. I think that Nikki. What? No. Not unless she created a fake. No, because. No, because Pretty Nikki was. Well, now you're causing some conspiracy, Lindsay, because I was about to say, no, Pretty Nikki been around for a while. I think Pretty Nikki was around before even Dimples came around. However, Dimples has been around since before we knew she was around, though, because Ivan said she had been watching, like, from the shadows, that he had received messages from her on Snapchat, Like he has received the message like 3 years prior, and then like when she did his hair, and then they ended up getting together. So could it be because he make it seem like she a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? I absolutely think she's capable of making fake pay stubs. We had been friends for 30 years, so it worked out. I'm good. Got out of the hospital yesterday. I have 2 more surgeries coming up, but now I can walk better. Thanks. You're welcome. That's a beautiful thing. How was your credit 725 but can't secure a place for you and your kids? Because her social security number probably jacked up. It's probably got all types of flags on here. Wait, did they use Nikki's sister ID? Are you serious? No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nikki's sister sent her ID for them to use? And so is that why Dimples asked, do you think that my daughter could pass for your sister because they had her ID? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I truly feel that Nikki is actually Dimples and she is messaging and making this all up to look good to make it believable. That would be insane. Plot twist. Now, because Nikki page could just be private, but you can't see none of her pictures. You only see her profile photo. And she does have 2 pictures. No, but Pretty Nikki has 2 pictures, like full body pictures in her I don't know if that's a story or collection or whatever. Um Pretty Nikki is stacked to the max too. Shout out to Pretty Nikki. I see that body yada yada, you doing your thing, girl. But she definitely got 2 full body photos in her story. I feel like her head is cut off though. I feel like you can't see her face inside that collection. I had to go back and look again. I don't know. Oh man, Lindsay, you done threw a monkey wrench into the situation. Dang. What I believe is that lady put her child in some fraud, and that's crazy. Absolutely. Nikki went live on that page? Okay, they saying Nikki went live on that page. Nikki was on Connie's live though. But did she show herself on Connie's live? I don't remember seeing her face. Oh, but we heard her voice. So, and it wasn't Dimples. She didn't sound like Dimples. So you're right about that. Maybe Nikki is hard up for friends and doing crazy things is how she tries to make them. Nikki is a real person. They think Tracy Renee, is Jennifer Lazario, so people will go with anything. They think that you are Jennifer Lazario. Butters is not Jennifer Lazario. This is too much. No, Nikki's ID. Demp asked if her sister could pass as her sister. I know because her sister is the one that picked up the keys 304. But would the rental office need to make sure that that was Dimple's sister? Like, would they not require some type of identification to prove that the person that was coming to pick up the keys was actually the person? Or would they just like take her word for it? Because if I was a rental office, I wouldn't just turn over my keys and access to my gated community to someone that didn't prove that it was them. Because she said something about getting a mask. And when she said mask, I'm like, what she gonna do with a mask? But I'm like, oh, a mask for her face, like a COVID-19 thing, like to cover the bottom of her face. But I'm like, they still can ask you to pull your mask down and show your face. But Nikki in those comments was like, no, she definitely could pass for my sister. No, she did not show herself at all. I don't know. This stuff is crazy though. I thought Pretty Nikki went live with feminine affairs. It's not pimples. She put a mask on with a hat and lashes on the daughter and made her look like Nikki. I don't recall seeing Nikki came up saying Nikki's sister ID was sent to pick up the key, and they were going to use the sister's ID on Nikki's car to get the parking pass. They thought I was tight, girl, and did. This is why I don't do the whole FBI searching thing and trying to, cause this is too much. Like, just tell me what happened. Like, did anybody see or confirm that Nikki's sister's ID was sent to the rental office to say this was her? And like, did she mail an ID to her? Because I would have wanted to see the ID in person. Like, if I was the rental office, like, I would have wanted to see the ID in person. Did she let the daughter Uber by herself? Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. She had her daughter Uber to the place. Maybe she was like around the corner. Maybe she was like parked around the bend and they ordered an Uber to go from around the bend to, to the rental office. Like maybe she didn't go far. She parked down the road, had her daughter get in the Uber and ride bend the corner. But there have been things that happen to people on Ubers. This is all too much. Everything was done electronically. Yes, Jack sent the baby up there by herself. What if it was a trap and she got arrested? Oh my gosh. My brain hurt. My brain hurt. My brain hurt. This is too much. This is too much. But what if she was arrested when she got there? Oh my gosh. I don't understand why Dimples keeps putting herself in positions where her kids can be taken from her. Because, okay, you had to get out. You needed to find a place. You couldn't figure it out on your own. CPS was, you said, was in your life, right? You got a PO officer. Why not just go into a shelter for women? I get it. Nobody wants to be in a shelter, right? Or why not go back home to, where is she from? Kentucky, I think. Or maybe she doesn't have any relationship with her family where she couldn't go back home and just, go live with family for a little bit. But why not just go into a shelter and figure it out? Buy yourself some time to figure it out with you and your kids. Why continue to the same pattern? Why continue putting yourself in positions where your roof can be snatched from you, where you can legit be in trouble, where your freedom can be taken from you? You have what she got 3 kids or 2? Either way, you got kids, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Why keep putting yourself in a position where you could end up in prison and your kids end up in the system? Because from our understanding, or my understanding, she has no family in Texas. So if you go to jail, where your kids gonna go? That's why she said, why the daughter gotta keep being a mama? Ooh, I don't understand. Like Jack said, the baby is the mama. That is why I truly believe that it's all fake and she's behind that other page for real. I don't know, Lindsay, because the voice ain't match. Now she would have had to go get somebody to do the live, or have a voice machine to change her voice, or maybe she know how to change her voice. Maybe that's one of her many talents. I don't know. I also think that is why she didn't want anyone to know where she was either. Possibly, possibly, possibly that's why. Subconsciously, I think she doesn't want them kids. She keeps doing things to cause her kids their mom. Oh my gosh. She said her mom, but I don't know the story with that. Remember, y'all, when she moved, she had everyone believing that she moved to another state and never did. Yep. We all thought that she relocated, but she didn't. I definitely remember that. I definitely remember that because I'm actually the one that inboxed Dimples and said, hey, that video you did with your son, people going to be able to identify where you live because of your background. Now, regardless of what, you talking about you trying to protect the safety of your kids. People keep calling CPS. I'm not down for none of that. You done some things that was foul. You did some things that you was completely wrong about. This is stuff that came out, in the end, how you was moving with your kids. That was foul of you, like putting them in that place. But I'm also not the type that's going to be like, listen, if you try and protect your peace or you try and do things the right way, you might want to take that video down. I know we don't bang with each other, but if I was able to see what I see, and I don't be trying to be FBI, I don't be trying to be private investigator or none of that. If I saw it, people who actually want to definitely saw it. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to go ahead and take that on down. I agree. Some people have no family. All I have is my husband and kids. That's very true. She stayed in Texas to try to stay stuck up Ivan's, even though he didn't want her. Do y'all think that's why she stayed? I don't know. Could be. Or it could just be, I don't know. Imagine what her records look like. Why does the daughter keep needing to know what she is doing? I don't know. To keep putting your daughter in that position is insane to me. And to now put your daughter in a position where, because she's old enough to know better, now you put your daughter in a position where she could go to jail behind your shenanigans. Ain't nobody dox her. Is that what she was talking about when she keeps saying you put her location out, Jack? No, she put her own location out. Nobody doxed her. She put her own location out. And when I had finally seen the live, because Dimples is not a page, she wasn't someone who I like would generally watch. And I think something, I don't know if something was going on or I seen something, so I went over to her page and I seen the live, and it had been up for a few hours already, if not already for a day. And I was like, yeah, Dimples, you might want to take that down because this, that, and the third. Yeah, she revealed where she was on her own. CSF Texas will help pay travel expenses for family out of state to come take custody of a child out of the system. At least they did 15 years ago. Ooh, child. She could be having her oldest daughter act like this on live. Oh my gosh. Lindsay, stop it. Stop it, Lindsay. Oh my gosh. Pretty Nikki is the only one running around these internet streets trying to clear her name when she put herself in this mess, not being a good friend. I don't know about not being a good friend, but she definitely put herself in the mess. And that's why I can't understand why she's trying to throw Dimples under the bus. I mean, because if she was willing to put an apartment or house in her name, I think that was a hell of a friend, if you ask me. Because I don't know too many people who going to do that. And I absolutely can understand her being stressed after she received the notice that her housing is going to be on the line. And she like, ho, why you out here worried about what this chick talking about? You need to be focused on getting your stuff together so you can get this place up out my name so I don't lose my housing. So I'm not going to say that she wasn't a good friend. But I don't understand why she is throwing Dimples under the bus on the internet when you chose to put yourself in that position. It was you typing in those chats on them lives, saying you had the book, telling people to send you a check and that you was going to send it out to them. So why are you now trying to clear your name for something that you caused? Like, you caused for people to look at you like you're the reason why the book is out. From where I sit, not Dimples. Dimples didn't cause for people to be looking at you like you the one that sent it out. You did that all on your own. You did that all on your own. Nobody painted you as the person that was the book stealer. You painted that all on your own. And honestly, originally, I didn't even think that she got the book from Dimples. I was like, oh well, her and Ivan, and this is just who I am, giving people the benefit of the doubt, not thinking negativity of people of all the time. I'm like, well, Pretty Nikki and Ivan was pretty close. Maybe Pretty Nikki got the copy from Ivan. Maybe he wanted her to read over it or whatever and give her opinion on it, because if I was writing a book, I would send it to people who I consider like a good friend. And from where I sat, I don't know how he viewed Pretty Nikki like personally, but she used to be going hard in these comments for Ivan. So I thought that they was pretty cool. So I actually thought that she got it from Ivan. It wasn't until everything came out that I'm like, oh, Dimples gave it to her. She had to stay in Texas because of her probation. Yeah, that probably was pretty good reason. But remember when she said that she got the okay from her probation officer to relocate? And I don't know if I ever went live and covered it, but I'm like, that's not how that works. It doesn't happen that fast. Like, you normally got to go through different protocols and changes and like chains of command and stuff like that, and put in an application, submit a request, and wait for it to go through its channels. It do not happen like in the blink of an eye. So when she said it, I was like, now I ain't never been to jail and I ain't got no record. But that sounds absolutely like caca. Sounds like you are full of sugar, honey, iced tea when you said that. Daughters called her daughter a fast ass or something to Nikki, and she is this way. Why? Sound like her mama might have something to do with that. She was being too good of a friend. That's the problem. Period. She should have never had the book. She stayed in Texas because she on probation. May tried to tell her who she could go through to rent a place in Texas with being a felon. I wonder if she even tried to get a place on her own. That's a good question. I wonder if she even tried after getting that information. I wonder if she even tried. That's a good question. She could have gotten that transfer, but she would need a residence first. That means she can't go to her mama's either. Well, that ain't True. You could go stay at a family member's house for PO, like with a PO. Not unless it was a condition of her probation for her to get her own place. Yeah, she lied about that with the probation letting her relocate, which is why she came out and said she lied and still in Texas. No, she only came out and said she lied because she gave away her location. Because I think she still would have ran with that story with her being in Kentucky. If she never would have gave away her location from that live, we get comfortable when we do too much. I don't think we would have known that she was in Texas. Not until now, anyway, because the stuff with the book and stuff might have still happened, and then we would have found out that way. But I don't think if people would have known what they would have known. Relocation doesn't happen overnight. You have to ask the judge, even, I think. Yep, it's a whole situation. If she told him it was an emergency situation. Nope, not even that, Melissa. Interstate compact system, and it usually takes at least 30 days. She said she tried on a live, but said she did not meet one of the requirements. Okay, B, thank you so much. Appreciate that. But that's pretty much the tea for today. I've been on here longer than an hour, and y'all know I don't like being on this thing longer than an hour. So thank you guys for tuning in. I enjoyed you guys. I think I pretty much touched on everything I wanted to touch on concerning this topic. Not unless I missed something. I want to go back to doing our open panels at night. I'm gonna try. I don't know if it'll be tonight, maybe. I might try tonight. See how my evening goes. Try to go live and see if anybody wants to come up, give y'all perspective and y'all opinions on this whole situation with the dimples thing and stuff like that. Come up and speak your minds and give y'all, things or whatever you saw on the internet streets. You coming, Jack? Period. Jack says she coming, so meet us there. Meet us there. Matter of fact, beat me there. You know what I'm saying? Come do what you do. And I hope to see y'all soon. So we out of this thing. Y'all know how we do. Thanks for tuning in. Love y'all. Bye.
Dice. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea. If you at home or on the move. But you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Summer's room. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea. If you at home or on the move. But you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Summer's room.
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Bye.